All right, hopefully you can hear me this time. I am back on here. What I was trying to do was test out if I could record Anchor sound. Anchor is a new audio app. I really don't know how new it is. So I was trying to record with the Anchor app while simultaneously recording with Instagram Live, and I guess you can't do that. Thought I was gaming the system, but I am not. So we'll just go on live right now, and then I'll get this Anchor game running eventually. Anchor game is not strong right now. So what I wanted to talk about, though, today is I was on live earlier, and we were just kind of rambling, talking about taxes, talking about laugh tracks, which is on tonight, talking about everything, and I was kind of in a crappy mood, and but then I had to sit back for a second, and it's what I wanted to initially talk about today, but I was in kind of like just not feeling it earlier. That I wanted to talk about, unrealized blessings. Sometimes you'll be in having one of those days that you're just not feeling like doing much of anything. I've been having a lot of those days lately, probably because there's so many things that I need to do that are self-motivated, and it's something that no one's going to tell me to do, and no one's going to care if I do it or not. And it's one of those things that'll be great for my life, my career, my brand if I do it. But if I don't, it's not going to hurt anybody but me. So what I had to do was kind of sit back and regather myself today. And just realize, how blessed you are to even be here, alive, to be able to pursue a career or whatever you're doing, to be breathing, living human being, So it was cool. A little story behind this. Yesterday, I got to go up to the Warner Brothers ranch lot, and I had a friend in town who was my next door neighbor for years, since I was like 4 years old. And he is a huge fan of the show The Middle. And so I was like, you know what, he's only in town for a day. Let me see if I can talk to my roommate who works at the ranch on the show The Middle and see if I can get us on the lot to show him the lot. And so I called him, and he said that was cool, and we got on. They weren't filming yesterday, which was awesome. And so we got on the lot, and we were showing them all the sets, and it was cool. We got to walk through all the sets, got to show them where the houses were, where 9 seasons of a show has taken place for the last 9 years, And, as I'm doing that, I'm kind of like just walking through it, so I've worked background work and extra work, and I've done all that, and I got back into it recently to pay the bills and to get by, and while I'm figuring it out with writing my book and creating my course and doing all this. And, I was there and I was kind of like, oh yeah, I've seen this, I've been there, I've done that. But to my friend, he had never been out. He's been out to LA, but he had never been to the lot of the show that he's loved for 9 seasons. And so, I had to sit back and think about it for a second, like, this is awesome. Like, we get to be on the studio lot right now, walking through, while they're not filming, the show, the set of something that, has been such a big part of somebody else's life, someone's life who I was with at that moment. And he was just so enamored with it and so, taken aback and awestruck. And I kind of was in that mood of oh man, I've been here, I had to come here for work, But you have to think about it sometimes. You have to, when you're feeling down or you're feeling low or you're feeling just not feeling it, for the day, you got to remember that sometimes your blessings, the blessings that you take for granted, to somebody else is like winning the lottery almost. It's like for him, he had never seen the set, but he's watched the show forever and he's been such a fan of it. And for me to be able to take him up there and see that, just to be blessed enough to be able to go up there, and for me to even have work at the Warner Brothers lot, people would die to go up to that lot, People would, do so many different things just to be able to go and catch a glimpse of an actor or catch a glimpse of a studio set. And here's me being all like, oh yeah, I've been there before. So I had to take a step back and realize that, you have to realize how super blessed you are and how lucky you are for some of the things that you get to do, because, there's other people in the world, billions of people in the world, who live off less than $1 a day. And I'm over here complaining sometimes oh, I didn't have work today. And, my reserve funds for paying my rent this month, it's gonna, eat away at some of that. But I'm lucky enough that I can even wake up, breathe, live, and have the opportunity to go and do cool stuff like that, And yes, I have to go into work and sometimes be a background actor and be the person who is not in the limelight, And I get some of my limelight too, like Laugh Tracks tonight comes on. I get to be front and center. That's awesome. But sometimes the gigs are few and far between. You got to go back and humble yourself and do things that you may not want to do. But also just remember that being alive and being able to go and do things and work and to work out and to, make choices for yourself is a bigger blessing than most of the world has. And so that's really all I wanted to say today, of just realize what you have and realize that sometimes other people, you take for granted what other people would kill to have. And so if you're feeling kind of down, feeling a little blue, feeling like you just don't know what to do today, just, take a step back, tell yourself, make a list, what kind of blessings do you have in your life? What's going right in your life, Do you have family? Are you alive? Can you go to the gym? Do you have food to eat? Do you have a roof over your head? Sometimes it just goes back to the simpler things. And so I had to kind of remember that and humble myself a little bit and realize that. So I appreciate you guys watching. The Anchor and Instagram Live thing did not work, so I have to figure out how to record the audio or strip the audio from the video to be able to put online. But yeah, so if anyone knows how to do that, please let me know. But yeah, just, remember, you're blessed. Even when you're not having the most feeling blessed day, financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever it is. But, just remember that and life will be good. So, appreciate you guys watching. I'm definitely going to be getting on lives more and more. And I'm going to try and upload these to YouTube, wherever else, Vimeo, I don't know. I have them all saved on my phone, and they're slowing my phone down so much. So, I definitely need to upload them and have them stored somewhere else. But, yeah. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. And if you haven't gotten stuff done today, take a little baby step towards your dream, your goal, whatever you want to do. For me, I have to go and take a baby step of editing this book that I wrote. And the writing part was fine, getting it out there will be fun, but this is the part that's not fun or fine. It's hard for me, and that I have to go back and realize, I don't really like that, or I have to add something into that. That's kind of weak, or hey, that's great, Take your wins where you have them. Work on what you've learned from losses and wins, and let's get after it. Let's keep crushing it, and let's be blessed and remember that. So everyone have a wonderful night. Catch me on Laugh Tracks tonight. 11 p.m. East Coast, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. West Coast. True TV, Laugh Tracks. You're going to see your boy's mug on it. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.